Tanya for Yazayin Tevis, Perek Chav Beis. Rak Shatera Devre Kalashim the Adam Tera speaks of the way human language understands. V'nikra B'Tera Diburi Shel Makim Baruch Hu B'Shem V'nikra B'Tera Diburi Shel Makim Baruch Hu B'Shem Dibur Mamish Ki Diburi Shel Adam. Now, in the Torah, the word of Hashem is actually called speech, like the speech of a human being, which is characterized by separation from the speaker, indicating that somewhat, at least, Hashem's word is also separated from him. Because in truth, it's so that Hashem's word is separated from him, not indeed with respect to himself, but with respect to the various creations. And this separation comes by way of the descent and flow of the life force to the lower planes. There are many powerful contractions, from various kinds, in order to that many creatures are created, may be created through them. Indeed, so great and powerful are the contractions, the concealments of the supernal countenance, that even unclean things and klippas and the sitrach can come into being and being created, and receive their life and existence from the divine word and the breath of his mouth through the concealment of his countenance and through the downward madrigas. This is why klippas are called other guards, because their nurture and vitality they receive from Hashem does not derive from the countenance of Hashem, but rather like from the hinder part of the holiness. What does it mean, the hinder part? It's like a person who gives something unwillingly to his enemy with an ulterior motive. He throws the object to him over his shoulder, while he turns his face down from him out of his hatred to him. So too, on high, the term countenance represents the inner quality of Hashem's will and his true desire, namely his desire to Hashem to dispense life to all who belong to the realm of holiness who are close to him. And to the unholiness, this is an abomination before Hashem, which he hates. He does not give it life from his inner will and true desire as if he delighted in it. It's like a person who unwillingly throws something over his shoulder to his enemy, just to punish the wicked, to grant a rich reward to the righteous, to the sitrach. This is called the hinder part of Baruch Hu, the supernal will. The supernal will of the quality of countenance, in other words, the inner aspect of Hashem's will, which is directed towards the ultimate object of Hashem's desire, is a source of life which animates all worlds. And since it's not bestowed on the sitrach at all, and also even the hinder part of the divine will is not actually clothed within it, but merely encompass it from above. This is the place of death. For the minute measure of light and life that it derives and that it absorbs internally from the external aspect of divine holiness is in a state of actual exile within it, as the concept of the exile of the Shekhinah. That's what it's called, for it constitutes actual idolatry and the denial of the unity of Hashem. This is the light and the life force, the life of holiness, in the state of goals within the klippa. Does not surrender itself to the holiness of Hashem. On the contrary, it soars aloft like an eagle, like saying, I am, and there's nothing besides me. The The river is mine, I have made it myself. This is why it says the arrogance is truly like Avodah Zarah. What's the essence and root of Avodah Zarah? It's that it's regarded as an independent entity. It's separated from the holiness of Hashem. Like idolatry does not imply the outright denial of Hashem. So the Gemara says that the realm of Klippa called him the God of gods. So although they do not deny his supremacy, their statement nevertheless constitutes Avodah Zarah. Because they consider themselves two separate entities and independent from Hashem. And thereby they separate themselves from the holiness of Hashem, that they do not affect themselves before Him, not efface themselves before Him. Hashem only rests on something who's surrendered to Him. This is why the Klippa is called peaks of separation. This constitutes the denial of Hashem's true unity. All is esteemed and is nothing before Him, and all is utterly nullified before Him and before His will. Which animates them and constantly brings them into being out of nothingness.